say, man? We back. Episode 15 of the Moving on Purpose podcast. 15. We appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. It's your boy Cooley.
It's your boy Stu.
Man, we happy to have y'all here with us. If you haven't already, hit that like, that subscribe button, and we'll continue to bring you fresh content. Let me address the elephant in the room.
I was going to say something before we get started. You need to address something that from last episode.
So we utilize some editing software that will pull clips and assign it topics and titles. Well, I was moving fast and
I didn't die slow, man.
I was moving fast and I posted something on Opus. And it said something about the story that we was talking about on the last video.
Fucked up.
It did. They got me messed up.
Letting you know.
All right. So we were talking about the interaction that I had with a guy on the call, and he was all in, close to me. I backed up. He had blood in his mouth, and then he told me, he disclosed that he had HIV. Right. Opus thought it would be cute to say that he gave me HIV and then apologize. That is not what happened. Okay. False. Respect to everybody that's fighting that battle. Prayers and thoughts and wishes to you.
But that ain't him.
That is not what happened to me on that call. Okay, the call was more so about personal space, effective communication, and then he hit us with the okie doke with the bomb at the end. And I feel like he should have been carrying himself a little bit different with the blood in his mouth. So all people in the captions, I had somebody say, "Oh man, he gave you the die slow." No, he did not. His girlfriend gave it to him. Okay, I don't know why you call it that. I don't refer to it that way. It's an autoimmune disease. And we're gonna keep it moving.
You just had to address that real quick. Now let's get to the topic of the episode, right?
Man. Moving on. Purpose. Let's go ahead and keep it going.
What we got?
So today we're gonna talk about goals. Okay.
What about them goals?
Not the goals that everybody looks like they're accomplishing on social media, which isn't really, realistic. We're talking about the goals that people set and then don't finish.
So you want to step on some toes today?
I mean, if they out there, you need to move your feet back.
All right.
You need to move your feet back, okay? So we're going to jump into that. We're going to talk about some of the mistakes that people make and try and give you some systems to put in place so that you don't fall into the category and make the same mistake that
I like this one. So we're going to have a different aspect to it.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about just the regular goals, and why people don't accomplish or switching up routines or their systems of failure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All that. But, cool. We like to start it off right. We take the time. We lay out our outfits on the bed and we be like, okay, episode 15. I think I'm here.
Honestly, I just want to come here and see what story you got. So what you got on?
We're going to lay the clothes out like the first day of school. Okay, I think I'm going to hit them with that 15 and then 16. I'm going to come back with that right on. So, kick of the day, I see you. See you over there jaywalking, man.
I'm just simple.
Got the like mics on over
Jordan
there?
ones, man. Young OG ones.
Nah, man. Which ones are those, man?
These are the original, the first ones. The bread.
Red ones.
I just want to throw those on,
That's the one Mike had hair in the edge up ones.
Flying through the air
with
the
young shorts on, with the quads out.
Fresh out of North Carolina.
Man, clean.
Had to do it.
Clean.
Had to do it.
Clean. And for me, man, I got the little penny, the foam posit.
You should have put the penny doll on the table.
Man, I don't have it. These are just some Poseidon foam posits, man. These were Penny Hardaway shoes,
Man, I see you got that hat on. I want to say, rest in peace to Brandon Clark, one of the players that just passed away. For sure. Don't know the details and what happened, but, he was an NBA player for the Memphis Grizzlies that just passed away a couple days ago. So, rest in peace and condolences to him and his family.
Definitely condolences to him and his family. From my understanding, it was something to do with some drugs and an overdose, man. So
you just never know.
You never know what led to that, man, or if it was some type of fluke situation. So we're not gonna speak on that, man. We just more so, our empathetic feelings and our, prayers and thoughts go to his family, his NBA teammates, his coaches. Like from what I've been seeing,
the NBA community,
he impacted a lot of people in a positive way. So he's gonna be missed.
Yeah, there's a couple people in the NBA community that passed that day. Collins, who was battling some type of cancer.
He was fighting cancer for a while.
So he passed.
He was the first openly gay basketball player that came out. Yeah.
He was a twin. He had a twin brother that also played in the league. So, shout out to them. Rest in peace. Condolences out to their family.
Yeah, for sure, man. So we're going to get into a little bit of lighthearted stuff before we go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes. We're going to stick with the 90s. I think the last episode we was talking about our experiences in the 90s. So what is a 90s struggle that built character? I know you was born in the 90s, but I know you remember a little bit.
I'm in diapers half of the 90s. Struggle.
A diaper getting full.
I don't know if I don't know if it was a struggle, but something that probably built character, or just being outside, playing outside. No tablets, no computers.
Street lights.
Street video games wasn't as advanced yet, so being outside till the street lights came on, that's kind of advantage.
Okay. Mine, I'm gonna go lighthearted, and I'm gonna go like preparing you for life. All so right. My lighthearted one was knowing when people were calling you on three-way. This was before caller ID.
Okay.
So we ain't had caller ID in the early 90s.
You had the phone that you had to do this?
No, that was in the 70s. Okay, the 80s, I believe they stopped using those. We had it had the cord on it.
You an 80 baby though.
You answer the phone, and there's somebody from the school, and they was like, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, girl, what's up? Yeah, so, yeah, man, what you think about Sharon? I mean, she cool. Nah, but you had said this, that, and the other, and you be looking at the phone like."
Somebody on the other line. It's a setup.
And they sitting there with their hand over the phone trying not to breathe into
you can hear them breathing.
So you don't know that they on three-way. People used to be messy like that, man. Be setting you up. Can't do that now. Your phone will tell you if it's somebody else on the phone.
Now. They just do it in different ways. It's called screenshots.
It is.
So it's all the same.
Folks be losing their jobs.
Yeah.
We gonna move on. So another one for me was a 90s struggle for me was growing up in the household. My mom, my sister, and myself, we didn't have a vehicle for the majority of my time as a child, and so our form of transportation was walking in the bus. So you can imagine like things that people take, for granted. Like if you have a washer and dryer at home, more power to you. We did not growing up, so we used to have to get all our dirty clothes, put them in pillowcases, and then carry them to the bus stop, wait on the bus, go, wash, dry, fold, put it back, wait on the bus, come home. That's one. And then just getting ready, man, it made me more self-sufficient early on. Yeah. My mom, trusted me with a lot of responsibility. And so, like, I would have to wake up, because my mom would be going to work. She worked 2 jobs. I would have to wake up on my own to my alarm, take my bath, brush my teeth, wash my face, iron my clothes, breakfast, and be out to that bus stop.
So you had to grow up
by a certain time. Yeah. But I had to be out to that bus stop. If any of y'all ever rode the metro before, man.
So if you missed that bus, how far of a walk was it?
You better start walking. It was probably like a good 1.5 miles, almost 2 miles.
All right.
Yeah, from my house to my middle school, and man, and I could hear it. We had some train tracks. I could see it as a kid. The closer you get to that, clearing those houses, man, you get to running. I didn't chase many a bus down trying to catch it, man. So those were some of the struggles that build character. So if y'all have any, man, please share them in the comments so that we can, interact with you all and maybe go ahead and talk about one of those topics on the next show. So
moving on.
Let's move on to the meat and potatoes. We done ate our vegetables. Okay. Let's get to the meat and potatoes, the main course. Common goal setting mistakes, Stu. Most people mess up before they even start. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that they do is they set goals way too big, too fast. Can you give us some examples of that?
Way too big and too fast. Maybe they just set too many at one time, and then they stretch thin, trying to accomplish multiple things. Mm-hmm. So when you're doing something like that, you can't give that attention to detail to each goal and give that time dedicated that you need. I can see that being a problem. One
of the reoccurring and easy ones for me is in January.
The gym?
At the start of the year, yes.
Everybody,
you ain't hit nobody's weight.
That's when the gym is most, busiest of them all.
In the last 3 years, you ain't been touched a weight. You didn't walked a little bit, maybe rode a bike a time or two, and then here come the gym. You didn't watch a motivational video.
But everybody
it didn't gas you up, and now you like, you know what? I'm going to the gym 7 days a week. Like, you can't just do that cold turkey. You have to ease your way into it and give yourself rest days.
People haven't figured that out yet. It's just everything with the new year. I'm going to start fresh. I'm going to do this. Because, it's only so many Mondays. I'm going to start Monday. That adds up to the new year. Everybody's, I'm going to just start on Monday, the top of the week. But they never start.
I just had somebody say that yesterday. I'm not going to put them on blast. But we was talking about, like, diet and eating clean.
Let me just finish this week off, man. I'm going to start Monday.
I'm going to eat everything I want this weekend, and Monday,
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm hitting the reset button on that thing, right? Another one that mistake that I think a common mistake is that setting goals that are too vague, right?
Explain.
So we can stick with the gym. I just want to get in shape. I'm gonna get in shape.
I think,
and you don't give yourself a timetable. You don't give yourself as far as like
realistic.
If you want to do body recomposition, right? If you have to get specific and okay, I want to get down to this body fat, because watching the scale can be tricky. You watch that scale and you haven't been working out, you're gonna gain weight before you lose weight because you're transferring that fat to muscle. And so you're actually going to get heavier.
Weighs more than
exactly.
Fat. So
people get to lifting and they're like, dang, I'm gaining weight. Yeah, you got to turn, you gain a little bit of muscle, man. So
a clean bulk.
Yes. So that's a goal. Too vague, or like you say, I want to make $1 million in the next year. Okay, bro, that's cool.
You know how many people make $1 million in a year? That's a very small number of people.
It's hard.
Well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Since you got the experience in the department, what's some unrealistic goals that you've seen, or maybe you've set for yourself, or you've seen other colleagues try to do?
So on the department, I don't want to be discouraging, but it never fails. There's always a cadet class full of young, eager, new police officers and rookies that think.
My class like
no. I'm not just people that come in with the thought process that they gonna go straight to SWAT, right? And so they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be SWAT. Okay, do you know the process to get to SWAT?
How long
do you know how long you have to be on patrol before you're even eligible to get off of patrol?
Yeah, process.
Do you know what you have to do to put yourself in a position to even get a chance to sniff
selected
SWAT,
the B
right?
team?
Exactly. Like, or they want to go, I want to be on tech team. Okay, what do you know? Like, I just wish that more people with these goals, you got to do your homework.
Yeah.
Whether it's trying to move around within our department, trying to get a promotion, trying to work out, right? And I'm guilty of that. I'm not perfect. Like, a lot of times in the past working out, I just did what I've been doing.
Yeah, I'm not working out with you anymore, by the way, since you want to talk about working out. But continue on.
He's got a whole personal training license. Man. He wants to act like what I had him doing was crazy.
I'm cool, man.
You the one that brought the damn bands.
Light work, man. You want to lift the whole gym in the morning, man.
Y'all see the video. That's just how I work. That's how I work out. If I'm not sweating and
everybody
it don't hurt, then I'm not,
man.
That has
225. We got to work our way up.
You keep giving me 225. I ain't been 225 since I was a rookie.
Just run with it, man.
Okay. I don't lie about my weight, man. I'm gonna get back there. But nah, man. People have to do their homework, and then chasing goals for appearances. Like, meaning what I mean by that is. You get caught by the instant gratification. You get caught up in that trap of seeing what everybody else is doing, and that dictates what goals you're chasing. Oh, man, this person's doing that up. Man, they got that up. Dang, I'm this age, and he already is doing this, that, and the other.
But you got to learn how to.
Is he really, though? Or is that just what you see?
Run your own race. It's very important to run your own race, stay in your own lane. If that's the path for you, you're going to get there, but you have to figure out your way. You're going to have different obstacles. You're going to have different things that are going to, step in your way, but you have to figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
And plan A might not work. So you have to have B and C and have that mindset to be like, okay, this didn't work. Let me not get my mind sucked in on one way. Mm-hmm. And that's what a lot of people,
the mistake of doing, man.
Mistake of doing. Let me ask you also.
What's up?
Business-wise, where do you see a lot of people with goals? Because, you do a lot of different business things, but how does that translate over to
get rich quick schemes?
Okay.
Get rich quick schemes. That's a tongue twister. Folks want to make money real quick, and they don't realize, just like with working out, it's going to take a while before you see the fruits of your labor, right?
Right.
And a lot of people don't realize that motivation is going to wear off. And then when motivation fades, you got to lean on discipline.
Yeah, man.
You got to lean on discipline with your business. You got to lean on discipline with your fitness, because everybody you got to do the things that you don't feel like doing. So if you are in a business and you're in sales, you may not feel like going and talking to people every day.
Door-to-door marketing.
A closed mouth don't get fed. So you're going to have to stick to being disciplined and going out and making those contacts and, perfecting your craft as far as your selling points and things like that. Same thing with the gym. I do not feel like going to the gym, especially when it's leg day, right? And I don't feel like I'm completely like top heavy, but I see people doing stuff with legs, and I'm just like,
you are kind of swole. I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta get some legs. I got
legs got to match, man.
My legs ain't that small. Come work out with me, and I'll show you how small my legs are. Leg day. You can do leg day. I'm just not doing no Bulgarian split squats.
Let me control leg day.
I'm not doing no split squats.
Let me control leg day. You can't give me. I'll let you do it, but I'm not going to do.
I'm not scared. Let's go. We can do it. I can do leg day with you. He want to get me back like I tricked him or something to come work out. But yeah, man, that's the main thing is you gotta give yourself some grace too. I feel like if you don't give yourself grace, then you're gonna have unrealistic expectations of meeting those goals, right? And then it's gonna cause you to just give up. Like, you know what, I've been eating clean for 2 months and I don't see no difference. Forget it. I'm just gonna eat whatever.
But I think the mix up with that is, you may have eaten clean for 2 months, but prior to that, how many months did you not eat clean? So your body's adjusting to something new and it's adapting and it's changing, and you just got to give it time to change. You know, because you're incorporating something new that your body hasn't been through. Yeah. With limited time, if you're working, you got family and stuff like that. So a lot of things are patient. But I did notice that you said a lot of different things when it came to work expectations and goals and business. I noticed you said discipline for both. Now, do you see a lot of people lacking, discipline in certain areas, or just when it comes to goal setting?
I do. The gym is just the easiest example for me.
Yeah.
So like, say you had a plan to, and that's why people, why you don't get that much sleep? You wake up early and work out. That's the only reasonable and realistic time that I can get my workout in, because then the rest of the day is gonna get in the way.
Right.
And then I'm gonna end up, and what a mistake a lot of people make, unfortunately, is I'm gonna go in the afternoon, and in the afternoon something happens. You gotta go take care of this, that, and the other, because you're grown up, right? And now you miss a day, and then you may get a stomach ache the next day, and now your whole week is messed up. Instead of you going back that Thursday and being like, no, I'm gonna pick up where I left off at, and now I'm gonna do my extra days on the weekend, right? So it's just about holding yourself accountable, and and just following through on what you said. Like, don't beat yourself up. You missed a day, okay, cool. But don't fall off.
Yeah, I agree with the discipline thing, but I think for me as well, I'm going to add to it, I'm going to say patience. A lot of people lack the patience in giving themselves, the timetable or a time frame and when things should develop. Yeah. Like you said, it's not going to happen instantly. What you may see marketed on social medias and things like that, that's not always the truth to what's going on. Yeah. Or you just don't know how long or how lucky and what opportunity met for that person to be at that position. So you got to have patience, and you got to be able to start with a foundation and kind of watch it grow. Yeah. But you got to be able to be patient to see it through. Because you're gonna have things that's gonna deter you. It's gonna frustrate you. You're gonna have injuries, sickness. You might lose money
before you make it.
Yeah, like it's just a bunch of different things. But if you believe in it, and you have that patience along with the discipline and the work ethic and a proper plan, and you can execute it, I think, you'll be in the right path.
So for me, because it's an internal conversation that you have with yourself when things aren't getting to where you want them to be. Yeah. And then those expectations start to become unrealistic. But I remind myself, my godfather told me a long time ago, because I was always trying to gain weight. I'm hitting weights, I'm getting stronger, but where's the weight? He said, hey, man, Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's a good one.
He said, just keep stacking days, keep chopping wood, and eventually that tree gonna fall, and you're gonna be where you want to be. Yeah. And that's really what we're trying to do, is motivate, and hopefully y'all come away with a better understanding that, like, give yourself some grace, but at the same time, hold yourself accountable. Like, if those are the goals that you set, put some things in place, and we're gonna get into that, and we're gonna talk about systems and some little tips and tricks that we use to get things done. But the main thing is just making your mind up and doing things even when you don't want to do them.
Got to.
Right?
Unseen hours. That's what I call them. But can you highlight, too, I know you said you're going to talk to the people about different, like, strategies and systems, but can you also highlight how important it is to have mentors? Because you always mention you have different mentors that's helped you along your path, but also like-minded people around you. Yes. That's very important. Yes. How important is that?
It's very important, and I think the first step to that is humbling yourself and being in a position to where you're not too worried about the reaction and the perception that you may get from someone else to ask them for some advice. Like, hey, man, because I'll go straight to somebody. If somebody's where I want to be professionally or as a speaker, I go straight, hey, man, look, this might seem weird because we both grown, but I respect you as a speaker. That's how I met one of my mentors. I say, man, I respect you as a speaker.
That's how I met you.
And I'm sitting in the back and like I'm taking mental notes and I'm back here writing. Is there any way that I can just get some time? Like I'll put some food in your stomach, man. I'll pay for lunch. Just let me get some of your time and let me pick your brain. And I show up with a pen and pad. When I was doing the vending machines,
you want that information?
Anything, I'm showing up with a pen and pad. Give me that game, free game. Let me soak it in, and then I'll take it and do my homework from there. Right. So really, like you said, it's about humbling yourself and seeing like-minded individuals. Like you said, you are the sum of the people that you surround yourself with.
Absolutely.
And if you're hanging around people, whenever I feel like I'm around somebody who is trying to talk me out of doing things and trying to accomplish things more than they are encouraging me, I gotta switch it up. Whenever I feel like I might be the smartest person in the room, I need to start adding more people to that room so that I can ensure that I'm continuing to sharpen my tools and I can continue to help them. Yes. Yeah. Whenever I feel like I'm the only one giving advice, I need to make sure that I'm going to people who've been on this earth longer than me, who are more successful than I am in different areas, where it be family or financially, so that I can pick their brain so that I don't make the same mistakes that they made. And that's really what it's about, is just paying it forward and giving that free game to the next person and having them do the same for the next person coming up.
All right.
Yeah. So let's get into this video reaction, man. You got one for me?
Let's see, man.
I've seen it.
Don't confuse movement with progress, because you can run in place. How you make things better. So are you moving forward, and who you're taking with you, and how you made things better by the God-given talent that you have, whatever area it may be, to write it, to direct it, to produce it, to cut it, to shoot it. You have a gift. It's called a gift. You didn't earn it. You were born with a gift. Now you own that gift. You develop that gift.
One more time, because he said so many things in there.
It's deep. Boss. What you think about that?
Man, first off, I love Denzel as an actor and as a motivational speaker, because he's sharing game, right? He's one of the most prominent and successful actors that ever graced the screen. And instead of him just holding all of the knowledge that he's accrued over the years, he's sharing it with whoever will listen, right? That's one, I respect him so much. I love to meet him and Barack Obama, them two people, and Jamie Foxx. But like he said, don't confuse movement with progress, because you can run in place and still not go anywhere. How many times have you been around cats and they be like, hey, man, what you up to? Man, I'm just making moves, dog. I'm out here hustling, dog. I'm doing this. I'm grinding.
A whole bunch of nothing.
Okay. You grinding. Now, if I take all 4 tires off of my car and I hit the gas, them brake pads going to spin and they going to grind into the concrete. Am I going to go anywhere?
Nope.
No. So don't fool yourself. Be real, right? Have you put the things in place so that you can actually see the progression and you can actually see, movement?
Do you have a system?
Or are you just saying you moving and posting that you're doing this and posting that you're doing that? But you posting workout videos knowing damn well you at Whataburger for dinner. What we doing? Like,
hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
some people don't put it all together.
They don't.
That's the problem.
They don't. What'd you take from it?
Kind of just what you said, man. Just you could be doing a whole bunch of things, but not moving in a direction to where your goals are getting accomplished. So you have to, it's an order. Put everything in order, a good system, and work that system to where now you're doing things off a checklist and you're moving in a direction that is forward and beneficial to getting closer to that goal.
Yeah. Hold on. Keep talking, because I got something I want to share with you.
No, that's what I feel about it. And then on top of that, like you said, it's Denzel, man. Whenever he speaks, he's motivating.
You know I love me some Cole, right? J. Cole. He said, the good news is you came a long way. The bad news is you went the wrong way. Right? Kind of goes hand in hand with what Denzel said, man. Like, don't confuse movement with, okay, you got a bunch of money, but you did something illegal to get it. So you came up, but you're going in the wrong direction, and it's not gonna last.
Or comparing to, because you bring it up, entertainment field and music.
Mm-hmm.
People sell their soul and do certain stuff to get success. So it's not always the way to get it. You don't really hear too much about Denzel doing the wrong stuff.
Nah, he stay out the way.
Stay out the way. He did it honestly. He worked from the play, acting school, and learning. Like he said, own your gift and
that's
craft and your stuff like that.
That's what I wanted to get into. The last thing I took away from it, he said, each one of you you didn't buy this gift. You didn't learn this gift. Yeah. This gift was given to you. Mm-hmm. Your gift is different than mine. Mine is different from the next person. It's your responsibility to figure out what your gift is, and we've talked about that in past episodes, right? But once you figure out what your gift is,
own it.
Now it's time to refine it. Now it's time to put the work in to work on your gift so that you continue to separate yourself. Because your gift is something you do a little bit better than everybody else, but you don't have to try as hard. Mm-hmm. Now you got to continue to work at that gift and not be complacent so that you continue to separate yourself from the pack. But he also said, then go back and share it with the next person.
What a lot of people don't
and that's what a lot of people, they just hold that gift and this is my thing.
They gatekeepers.
I do this well, but I don't want nobody to come do it better than me.
Yeah.
Like that's the wrong mindset.
It's enough for everybody to eat. Remember that.
It's enough.
Remember that.
Yeah. We gonna everybody gonna eat, B. That's the main thing. Great video, great pics, Stu.
I appreciate it, man. I can.
Man, I love stuff like we could just talk about that the whole video. So
I do what I can.
Great thought-provoking video.
That could be a whole nother episode within itself, man.
Yes, sir.
Moving on, though.
All right, so SMART goal setting framework. Now let's talk about these systems, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. Okay? Mm-hmm. So one of the exercises that we normally do with youth, whether it be at the Boys and Girls Club, when I'm mentoring, when I would be in the schools, is I'll have them write their goals down. So we have like short term, which is in a month. We have shorter term, a little bit longer, like month, year, 5 years, 10 years. Okay. And like a lot of kids are like, I don't know where I'm gonna be in 10 years. Okay. Yeah. Whatever you can think of, put it on there. And then let's talk about how you're gonna get there, right? So a lot of times people don't realize that goals are just dreams that you put on paper, right? Mm-hmm. God puts a thought in your head. You start thinking about it. You start dreaming about it. You start visualizing it and maybe even saying it so you can try and manifest it. Well, let's put it on paper and talk about how we're going to get to that goal. And so a lot of times people don't realize you're going to see this when you go watch the Michael movie because they show him. He did that. He will write his stuff out and he will read it to himself every day. That's all I'm gonna give.
So he manifest.
Yes, he believed in manifestation.
That's real. Manifestation,
and that's a real thing. Like
I know,
you got to be careful with what you put out into the world, man. One, your phone is listening, and the algorithm is gonna put it in front of you. So good, bad, or negative, good, bad, or indifferent, it's gonna continue to feed it to you. So, but if you're saying positive things, I feel like if you got positive energy, you got good energy. That's what you're gonna attract. That's what you're going to attract. So with those goals, they're dreams in your head. You put them on paper, they become a goal. Now, then you start doing your homework. How long does it normally take for, me to get from point A to point B to attain this goal? Mm-hmm. What changes do I need to make in what I'm currently doing to do it? And then, what's step one? And then the easiest way to eat an elephant is one piece at a time. Can't eat the whole elephant in one bite.
I heard that one before.
You just little bite.
I didn't know people ate elephant.
Yeah,
he different.
Just little bites, man. Little bites. Just keep stacking those days. Keep stacking those wins because even if it feels like you may have only taken a couple of steps forward, shit is better than where you were when you started.
You got forward momentum.
Yes,
progress.
Yes, and small wins they build confidence. So for me in the gym. My small wins are my shoulder not hurting when I do an exercise because I hurt it like a year ago and I'm just now starting to feel like myself. Okay. And then if I lifted 10 pounds last week, I'm going 15 next week. Okay. Right? So and then if I go 15 next week, it's got to be good form. But if I fail, if I go to failure and I can't finish, that pisses me off. And next time I come in and do that exercise, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna keep doing it until I get it.
You gotta have things that's gonna self motivate you. You know, strive for challenges, different things. But that just keeps you like locked in the gym. Because you can get complacent and you can get bored within that too. Yeah. So you gotta have
it's really about getting out of your comfort zone too. Like a lot of folks don't realize how far they can push themselves in the gym. And when things get uncomfortable, they just stop. Like, I'm gonna do these reps. Oh, it's burning. No, when it starts burning, that's when you're supposed to that's when the exercise starts. Yeah. And the same thing with like personal growth. If it's gonna be uncomfortable, you got to put yourself in rooms and in front of people and learning from people that may know more than you, and that makes some people uncomfortable.
That's really the only way to learn and grow. Just throw yourself in the fire, and before you know it, it's gonna feel regular. I belong in this room, you know. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool, man. Well, we gave you the systems. We talked about the shortfalls, and now let's wrap it up with a lighthearted question, man. You know we gotta do our law enforcement question.
What you got for me, man?
This might be talking to you. What's something rookies do that instantly lets you know? Yeah, they brand new. They brand new.
That I got about a couple hours on. What's something that they do? It's a number of things, man.
I'll tell you what I did, and I'll give you a chance to think.
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
Handcuffing.
Okay.
When they still kind of fresh with the handcuffing, it's like that in between.
It's that hesitancy.
It's like if I know if I start to make that motion, this person gonna
they might fight me. They might bow up, or they might run, or you start playing those scenarios out. Yeah,
because at first I got to it, but I'm like now. It's second nature. It's like clank, clank. You set them up right. You get them on. Now we can talk.
Yeah, it's muscle memory, man. It's an unfamiliar
as quick as they go on, they can come off.
Exactly.
So, that's one thing
But that's one thing that's a gift for you that you don't. I don't know. I'm sure you realize you have it. Is your ability to effectively communicate to people, whether it be somebody you know or somebody you may not know, in a way that they can understand. And with this job, once you have that, you can do anything you want.
I pretty much talk them on to people now. I said, do me a favor, turn around for me. We're going to put these on. Before they know it, they like, man, what the? Cool. Now, tell me what happened.
Yeah.
They ain't frustrated. They like, oh, that was pretty cool. That was quick. Yeah. I just wanted to, control the scene. But that's one thing, rookies, you could kind of
just hesitancy and indecisiveness as far as like making a decision on what you got and actually. All right, you gotta know what you got. You know what you got to do. Let's do it.
Because it takes a couple years to kind of get into how you want to police, but within that, you also see the same stuff every day. So whether
but different.
So you could be a rookie, but if you're doing the same stuff every day, you'll be surprised how quickly you don't feel like a rookie anymore. Because now it's just everything becomes second nature. Like, oh, I can identify EDO. Okay, criminal mischief, assault. This person about to run. He want to fight. He pulling out like universal signs and just certain things that you kind of identify now. Where at first you were just like, I don't know how I'm gonna make this shit. So none of this makes sense.
I agree with you, but I'll say this too, and this is where I can separate. I can tell how some people learn faster than others. And you probably make fun of me. I ask every class that I go and help teach, how many of y'all play sports, right?
Yeah.
So Stu, you hoop. If you shoot a jump shot and it misses to the left. It hits the left side of the rim, right? The next time you shoot, you're going to adjust the way that the ball comes off of your hands, the way your wrist was it my feet?
I know how I missed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of kids, just basketball, they just shooting to shoot. And that's why I talk to my son. Adjust. Pay attention to how the ball is coming off of your hands. I can't tell you how to adjust. You know how it felt, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with policing. When these rookies go into these calls and they're handling them, when they walk out, they get the information. Okay, engine scene, camera off, and they walk back to the car. And they go to the next one. No, when you walking back, one, pay attention to your surroundings. Two, when you get in the car, play that call back in your head and think about how you could have did it better.
Or there's another thing. That's one. Read the call slip.
That too.
Read the call slip before you run and hop into something. Everything, a lot of the information that you need, you can solve it before you get there.
It is.
That's what a lot of rookie officers are just rushing. They think I got to get there, I got to rush.
Yeah.
Read the call slip, analyze.
You don't even know what you're looking for.
Back.
You don't even know what you're looking for. You walking up.
Take your time.
You just walk past the suspect because you didn't read the call slip.
You don't know the description.
You go knock on the door and they be like, you didn't see him. He just left. Who? The man with the khaki pants and the black shirt that you were supposed to be stopping to ask questions. So,
free to call,
but I always encourage my officers when I was on the street, hey man, it's all like sports just it resonates with me.
Yeah.
After he's like called and had a lot going on, hey y'all come talk to me before we clear it or whatever. How'd you feel like that went?
Yeah.
What do you feel like we could have done better? What do you feel like you did good? Right?
True.
Just talk it. I want to encourage them to like change their way of thinking. Like if I'm not here, this is how you need to be thinking when you drive off. How could I have done that better? How could I have handled it? Okay, that was a little dangerous.
When I see it again,
yes.
What can I have done different? Or what can I do different so the outcome is just a smoother transition?
I done had situations that got physical, got dangerous, like chases and stuff, and then after my adrenaline came down, I'm replaying it like, dang, you tripping.
I could have did
it. You did this. Yeah. Okay, you could have done that. That was dangerous. That could have went left. Don't do that again, right?
Yeah.
So the rookie mistake that I made when I was a rookie is like over asking and over explaining things, and I'm gonna tell you. So my old football coach, who was my godfather, was my first field trainer. And when he was on my ass.
That's tough.
I needed that though. He knew I needed that. And so he would send me in. I remember the first call we had, it was a regular call. I think it was like a burglary of a habitation. So I'm just getting, okay, what did they take, sir? Okay. When was the last time you were here? Okay, cool. Can I get your ID? I got it. Can I get your social security number? You know, black folk, he was like, huh? And my godfather was like, hey, man, he knew.
Don't ask for that.
He was like, hey, just keep going. And we got back to the car. He said, hey, man, you can't ask people for their social. I say, well, that's what they told us in the academy. He said, hey, man, this ain't the academy. Don't be asking people for their social security, man. They feel some type of way about that.
Yeah, man.
And so I immediately had to, all right, okay, let me separate what I learned in school from what's actually going on out here. Yeah. And that kind of expedited my
you know what you need.
My rate of picking things up, yes.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. All right, so to wrap things up, give yourself grace, but hold yourself accountable with these goals. Don't set no grandiose goal like, oh, I want to be the best rapper alive. Okay, that's cool. Be the best rapper on your block first, and then work your way out up the chain, and then get to that point. Okay, realistic.
I'm just end with 2 words, man. Discipline and patience. That's all I wanted. That's it, man.
They say if you want to have the things that others don't have, you have to do the things that others won't do. Right? So even when you don't feel like doing it, you got to do it. Whether that's working out, working on your craft to be the best rapper alive.
Do the things people don't want to do it and see how far you get.
Do it. We appreciate y'all for checking in, man. Till next time, like, subscribe, follow our social medias, Moving On Person Podcast. And we'll see you.
Send some sponsors, too.
For real.